Okay. So let's kind of look at what happened here. Alright, so this is good. But basically, we are showing ourselves as going forward a lot, right? That's kind of what the vibe I'm getting. So from their perspective, they're probably thinking, we have a chance to get past the Emma and dominate the backline. That might be kind of what's on my... Because they want to find an advantage as well, right? That might be something that they're thinking of. Now let's watch it. Let's watch it. Because this is where we're doing playmaking. So I think this is a great opportunity to really double down on, you know, looking at this and seeing where we can get. So we're already deep in. I mean, realistically, I would probably just try to kill you right here if I was this guy. Because I can block your heals. It's going to take 700 damage. I have a fresh shield. So we've already gone too deep because he also has a shield. And he's got a bubble. they can block damage all day. Or block heals all day. Not to mention these guys can hit you with damage. He can start shooting you. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about this. I'm confused why you're this far forward. I really am. I mean, it's kind of... I guess it's in the hustle and bustle. It can happen, right? But yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. I mean... And the other thing to note is like the CC capabilities of your opposition. So she's got the sleep, of course, which is very dangerous. But it's a little bit slower. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know if you ever played Invisible Woman, but it is really, really good. You can pull people quite a long way, and you can pull them from very far away. And she has her shift ability, which slows you way down. So, and it does damage. So it's pretty damn strong. So that's something to always keep in mind. But like in high diamond, it's worth it to experiment because you don't know. A bunch of invisible women just literally won't even use their abilities on you, right? So it's worth it to experiment with it in the lobby and kind of see what happens and blah blah blah. It's not like you have to be, you know, scared of strong heroes all the time. But yeah. Okay, so this worked out fine. Basically, I just did that, and now I've been saved. They have managed to heal me, but it's not easy. They're under attack. So this is a situation where I've managed to salvage it, and we've kind of pushed in. Nothing went wrong yet. But then this is where things start to go wrong, right? Why am I I mean, whatever, I'm kicking them, but I'm still really far forward. So once this happened, it's salvaged again. They're back here and I'm right here. This is okay. And I fight them, and instead of... I can basically use my S key and go back with them, right? And try to kind of focus on them. You know, I don't know. Let my team develop, right? Let them develop what they're gonna develop. So now it's a little tough, right? He's blocking the heals. We're in this situation. And then we block him. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm turning to the left and I'm getting over here. And then we would join our team in a really good situation. We have the advantage because they just handled this guy. We survived and you know, we're doing stuff. So we can just come right back to our team. Boom, we get healed up a bunch. And then we resume the fight and we would have been at an advantage. Damn, she got one hell of a kill on that. So let's see why this happened. So yeah, she's healing through these guys and she's fishing for kills. So she just used her shift. Okay, so let's watch from this person's perspective now. Where is she? Boop, 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 boop. Killing the cap. Got the cap. And she's got cap, you, and Daredevil. She does that. They're dealing with this guy. So she goes back to Patty Cake, make sure her other healer doesn't die. Adds damage to this guy, goes in the fox form for it. Now, so she kind of was in that position anyway. Because I was wondering if it was all about you. Is she trying to go right here to heal you? But not. But she walked forward, right? If instead you had gone this way, you would have been body blocking for her, and she could have just stayed behind you and worked her way around. But instead, she's immediately pushing out to react to your positioning to come get you. That's why it's just impossible for this to work. You going with the current things how they are, you going over here, it just doesn't, it's just not, it's, you know what I mean? Because they're just not going to be right here. For them to come over here, it's going to take a long time, basically, right? Then we go right back in as well, even though we didn't get healed. So, like, something I like to say is like a connection with the healer. Because we can't always go back in and look at them, but we can get a connection with them. Basically through sounds, right? We can hear them, we can hear other stuff that's happening, we can kind of pick up on the direction of all the projectiles that are going around everywhere, and kind of get a sense for where they're kind of at, what they're going through right now, and are they able to heal us, right? And we are going to also see things on our screen, like whether when we receive healing, there's like a bunch of shit that pops up on our screen, like the green stuff, and our health bar gets affected. So there's all this kind of stuff that can kind of inform us of having a connection with our healers. Which, by the way, we are, where are we? Yeah, we're running triples now with only a, what's that guy's name? Daredevil. Alright, let's get back into it. So let's see here. Yeah, we got lucky. I mean, she missed every shot. Nobody else joined in. Otherwise, you would have been dead for sure. Daredevil's right there. So we're pushing in again. Nice, nice. I think it's quite good because it's like you had an early ultimate, basically. So I guess, I mean, yeah. I mean, you got an early ultimate, so that means all the... I mean, I didn't feel like you were doing crazy amounts of damage, but I guess it all worked out. Alright, so really good start. And, yeah, an extra tip I can give. But yeah, anyway, really nice job, of course. Like, getting the early ultimate, using it right away, being effective, the whole team is with us, it's great. So, there was no way for us to save this from... Because basically the best thing you can do after you've done, we've already killed most of the team, so we don't have to worry about them making a comeback. Like once all, I mean, we're in the best possible situation. Oh wait, what? No, I can't say that, can I? I was thinking we want to keep this guy alive, but yeah, I'm wrong. Because as long as they're on the point, they stop the progress. So yeah, we can't do it. Never mind. But sometimes that is so good to do. Keep these guys alive so he can't portal. Nice to focus her, awesome. Nice to focus her. Now we have our ultimate. Nice. We gotta find, like, the first thing we want to do is locate this. So again, like every strategy to try to kill somebody while this thing is freshly popped, and people when they're full health, there's like no way to kill them basically. I mean, like we can definitely like, for example, a Groot ultimate where they, you know, when everybody focuses that guy, people can get killed. But in general, it's just like very unlikely to get killed, especially on a full health tank. So we basically want to locate this thing, consider if we can shoot at it, and kind of go forward with that type of mindset. So we survived that shit. Alright, so that the healing, or the thing is gone. Nice attempt to just see if they would, you know, just forget about the point. Maybe we could get that last little bit. That was a good attempt for sure. That definitely happens. Alright, kind of sucks. We didn't salvage it. So I'm at 50% charge, and I want to, well, we don't have any healing ults. Or we don't have any ultimates in general besides, but Captain America's not far off, so it's not that bad. Because, yeah, but we're kind of expecting her to have her ultimate because we've only seen these two. But you know, portal is definitely something to consider, because we know that we have to get it to the end, so we do not want to waste time. We do not want to get stuck on anything. So a portal is kind of a good option here because we don't have to start from here and then we have to fight them all the way and do the exact same thing we just did. A portal will allow us to get to the point, So we can say, oh, we don't have any of our team with us though. That's actually okay, because when we do the portal over here, they are 100% forced to come back to us. So we stretch the team out. Maybe the rest of the team picks up a kill. You know, this guy's not going to be able to get out of here very quickly. Might even get a Magneto kill. Depends on how badly they handle it, of how they turn around and try to deal with you. And by putting the portal on the ground, you don't have to die to anything. Because if you do, I don't know if you're familiar with this, so I'm just going to say it. If you do the portal right outside the spawn door, you could pop in, and the second they start coming for you, and if it's good damage or whatever, you don't want to get stuck there, you don't want to die, so you just pop right back in, wait in the spawn door, kind of jump in and out, try to be effective or whatever the situation's like, and then that's going to really help your team just, will most likely just get to the point, and then you're going to be there too. That's one example what to do. It does take away your option to use the portal later, but yeah, that's just an option. Alright, we got Cap diving. Nice. Beautiful. Huh, yeah, so he's pushing out hard, and yeah, they're using the ultimate right now. Nice, going with the Cap ultimate, plus their Mantis ultimate is about to run out, so it's great timing. We got a really good shot here. Nice. Alright, worked out great. Nice high ground. Slow him down. Yeah. And jumped right over us. Yeah, that's the flanking the more again. Dang, yeah, he's not being affected by it. Nice. Dang, he's dead again doing that. So I think that's a lot happening, but I guess we have the last ultimate here. I think we could have used our ultimate right here, because we had the last ultimate, and then we have 3 squishies in front of us. We had the last healing ultimate, and then we have our ultimate, so we basically have like the ultimate advantage, at least in this section of the fight. You know, he's using his over here, and we don't necessarily know that and stuff, but I think that makes sense to just pop the ultimate right there, get the team type done, and then make the push the cart forward. It's like an example of when we don't, like if we had the advantage and we're just cleaning them up, then we wouldn't use our ultimate. But since it's like we're the only one on the team with an ultimate, and it's in the middle of a team fight, that's when it makes like you know what I mean? Like it makes perfect sense to use your ultimate during a team fight when it's gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like I think I'm gonna making it clear, even though I'm not really saying it. Like, this is like the opposite of wasting your ultimate. It's like a perfect time to use it during a team fight, when it's going to make a difference, when you have an ultimate advantage, when you need to win the fight, when you're not currently having an advantage, you know, all these types of things.